guys, welcome back to my channel. So right now I am on season 5, episode 15 of Vikings. I'm not gonna do a huge recap on the last episode because, I don't know, I really wanna get into this episode and there's only a few things that I really took away from last episode, which was Alfred and Aethelred's relationship is really good. I knew that Aethelred was a good one. I knew it from the beginning. I don't know, I feel like the writer of this show likes to make this brother on brother thing happen all the time. I feel like they want to make you believe that Alfred is going to be betrayed by Aethelred, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Aethelred's a good one. I don't think that he's going to betray Alfred, but then again, I don't know. I do not know. So then back in Kattegat, Ivar kills the seer. Doesn't surprise me. Ivar has very short temper, very impulsive, but what is even more interesting to me is who is going to be the next seer. The most obvious choice would be Floki. We've been speculating this, or I've been speculating this since, I don't know what season that was. It must have been season 3 when Floki had the vision of Auslog and Harbard. That was when I was like, okay, Floki might be the next seer. I think it might have been season 4 actually. So anyways, the title of this episode is, what is the title? The title of this episode is Hell. That makes me kind of nervous now that it's called Hell, now that I know that it's called Hell. I don't know what that means. Maybe it has to do with something with Floki's storyline because I feel like they're in Hell. Everything keeps fucking happening over there. People keep dying. All the chess pieces are moving around on the table right now. King Harold is coming over to Wessex, where Bjorn, Lagertha, and Ube are over there. I don't know who's gonna fight for who. Ube wants to fight with Alfred, but Bjorn is having a little disagreement. So is Magnus. Magnus shows up and fucks everything up and is like, I don't want you guys to side with Alfred. He's no good. He's not good news. Side with King Harold. Let's fight with them. So I don't know where everybody's going to fall. If King Harold ends up coming to Wessex this episode and this battle ends up happening, I don't know where the people are gonna, like, where the sides are gonna fall. I think Ube's gonna go with Alfred. I think Lagertha might end up staying with Alfred too because Bishop Hageman's on that side too, and they're confirmed genuinely in love now. I'm late to the party on that. I still don't believe it, but whatever. It's kind of gross to me. Bjorn might just stick with Alfred for the sake of keeping the brothers together. That's kind of his motto, and also his mother is going to be going with Alfred, so why wouldn't he go with Alfred? And then Magnus might also just stick with them by default, but Magnus is kind of sketchy. I don't really know what his intentions are. I need to see a little bit more of him in order to establish a full opinion, but for now I like him, but I think that his storyline just needs to develop a little bit more, and I think that it will over the course of the rest of this season. I thought that this was the last episode of the season, but apparently there's 5 more episodes after this, which is great. So I guess those are all of my thoughts. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
If he's gone, we need to find him. And if somebody has tried to kill him, we need to know who and why. Otherwise, the gods are not
You
gonna...
cannot speak on behalf of the gods, Fitzrick. Only I can.
The Franks call it a catapult. We use them against us in Paris. I think they could be useful. Stop! Never hesitate. Good.
You are all entitled to be proud that you are ruled over by a god. And that soon, my wife will provide us with a divine child.
He's horrified. He needs to get rid of her. Get rid of Freydis. She needs to go.
The Lord came to me last night. He showed me a vision. A vision of hell. The Lord our God spoke to me. He told me that I must renounce my sinful ways once and for all.
or I would never see his divine face. I would never hear his divine voice. Only the screams and lamentations of the damned.
That is terrifying.
I don't think you ever did love me. Your soul meant more to you than I ever could.
You must trust me. But the plan will work if you believe in me.
Looks like they're gonna
We
kiss.
risk killing our own men. Do you want to win?
My Lord Cunningham,
Yes, sir.
you'll not be leaving with us today.
Why not?
Because you are arrested for treason.
Alfred standing up for himself.
But I know from experience that no one ever gives you anything for nothing. You're wrong to suppose that King Alfred will give you those lands. He won't. He's a Saxon. It's not a matter of negotiation. It's always a matter of blood. You and Björn and Lagertha, you should join with us. We have a formidable army.
You know what would happen then? You would capture Lagertha, Björn, me, hand us over to Ivor.
Of course not.
It may be better we find a compromise.
Why would you want to compromise?
Because I am a Christian. I have been baptized.
Son of Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yes, me, a son of Ragnar Lothbrok. Tell us the weight you need in gold and silver to go and leave Wessex.
Come back tomorrow and I will tell you and your Christian friends what you must pay. Hvernig talar du? Tónvok. Kristin.
Vilken sonna Ragnars Lothbrokos. Then leave ik leer betale tonkonas.
I'm not a Saxon, I'm not Christian, I'm Viking. I didn't want to fight alongside King Alfred.
So the king is with his army.
Yes.
While we have been waiting here, they have moved their entire army around our flanks, and are now almost certainly positioned in the very place they had already chosen for the battleground. Forgive me, because the sons of Ragnar have already made a fool of me.
Wow.
God works in mysterious ways.
Oh my god.
Each one of you, ask yourselves, do you know his ways? Can you be so sure as to know the divine mind that guides all things? Friends, when I saw that deer, I knew it not for a deer, but as Christ, who had taken that shape to show us that he was with us.
King Harald, why is the ground burned?
Why is the ground burned?
Oh no.
Unto thee, O Lord, I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Amen.
To battle! For Christ, for Wessex, and for England!
Long live the king.
The great warrior Haethman, staunch defender of our faith.
Oh no. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Alas, we have suffered a most grievous loss of this great and noble man. He rests at peace now with God. We mourn his passing, but we know that he has gone to a far better place.
This music is making me really emotional. Why are they using this music?
But without our Viking allies, I swear to you, there could be no victory either. Without these Northmen who have embraced our cause and our God.
My mother always carried Thor's hammer around her waist. I don't think we are going to find her.
The conspiracy against you. Those who wish to overthrow and kill you. I know their names.
Good. Then we can arrest and hang them.
Ethelred is their leader.
Oh my god.
Our gods will ultimately triumph over the Christian God. And one day, not so far away, the name Jesus Christ will be utterly forgotten.
I would say that that was probably my favorite episode of this half of the season so far. And not only because of the battle, but when you actually look at the battle, which is the main part that made me really love this episode and fall in love with this episode, it was just beautiful. Like, it was shot beautiful. The music was beautiful. Every single shot in that battle sequence was beautiful. And I appreciate good cinematography, and that entire battle sequence was just, I don't even think I said anything. I really don't think that I said a lot during that battle sequence because I was in such shock. They just had to go and use the fucking music that they used when Ragnar was dying in the snake pit. Of course I'm gonna recognize that music, and I don't know, it just, that on top of just the way that it was shot, it was so beautifully shot. I'm the type of person that cries just, if I ever just see like a beautiful, iconic piece of film and it's just so beautiful, I'll be moved to tears. I can't help it. And that on top of the music, it was so good. And for that matter, Haegmund, I'm pretty sure his last words were Lagatha, which was kind of nice. That made me tear up a little bit, honestly. But even the way that his death was shot and the way that he went out in the slow motion, just, I don't want to say it was beautiful because it was his death, but it was just, I was in awe. Alfred, that's kind of a difficult situation because obviously Lady Judith is just looking out for her son. She was probably in just as much of a shocked, angry state of mind as Alfred is now when she found out that her son was conspiring against her other son. But they both don't know, Judith and Alfred don't know that Aethelred changed his mind at the last minute and was like, no, like, call it off, call it off. So in Alfred's mind right now, his brother is still trying to plot against him, which sucks, and it's planting this seed of doubt in Alfred about his brother, and Alfred doesn't know about it, so now there's gonna be the fucking writer of this show just has a hard-on for brother-on-brother wars, and I think that's what we're gonna get with Alfred and Aethelred now because of this. Unless they just talk it out and explain everything, but I really don't think that they will, because why would Alfred go up to Aethelred and be like, I know that you're conspiring against me. I know that you're trying to kill me. He wouldn't do that. So it's just going to probably go unsaid, and it will go unsaid until they have some type of falling out. Magnus is now with King Harold, so I don't know what that's going to mean, if he's going to have a lot of information. He's traveled his entire life. Magnus has traveled. When Aethelwulf kind of kicked him out of Wessex and said go be a man, he just spent his whole life traveling. So I don't know if he has a lot of stories, a lot of information. I don't know how valuable Magnus is going to be for the upcoming episodes, but hopefully he will be, because he obviously has a purpose here. There's a reason why they brought him back, and he's claiming that he's Ragnar's son. I really hope that it's true. I hope that he's not just lying so that people think that he's important and he's of importance, but I really don't think that he is. I genuinely do think that he is Ragnar's son. I don't know. In terms of everything else with Ivar, I still have the same thoughts that I had fucking 3 episodes ago. Freydis is no good. She needs to go. She needs to die. She just needs to. She needs to. The only way that Ivar can get his head clear again, but then I don't know, because if she dies, she's the only person that keeps Ivar, like, somewhat tame, and he is still not tame. He is still very impulsive and still murdering and still... Actually, I would argue that she's making it worse, so yeah, she needs to die. I don't know how Ivar's going to handle that, though. If she does die, don't know how he's going to take that. I don't know if it's going to get worse or if he's going to... Something needs to happen with Ivar's storyline that changes his path, because I don't really enjoy this whole I'm a god, respect me, bow down to me. I don't like that storyline. I don't like it. Now I don't know if historically that's the way that Ivar the Boneless behaved and acted and made people believe that he was a god. If that's the way history went, then that's great, I guess, but in terms of this show, I don't like it. With this episode, I feel like there's a momentum shift and they're starting to pick up the pace a little bit in terms of this half of the season. And I don't know, it makes me excited to finish out the season. There's 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 5 episodes left. So by the time I put this out, I will be caught up, most definitely. And yeah, that's super exciting. So yeah, I guess those are all of my thoughts. As always, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other Vikings reactions if you have not already, and stay tuned for episode 16. All right, bye guys.